Well, I'm back. You know, it's been a couple weeks. I apologize. You know, I've been real busy. I got a couple sisters down in the middle of the flood from Florence and still can't really get to them. Had a mishap at my nephew's house. So it's just been one thing after another. And I hadn't been out on the water. I finally got on the water for a day. So I'm going to make 2 tapes out of this one day because I fished 2 parts of the lake. Okay. First, I start up the lake. It's still stained, and it's not as high as it was. You know, the lake was down. It shot up 4, 5, 6 foot because of all the rain. And now they're starting to pull it back down. So, and it's starting to settle out some. You can really tell the difference up lake from down the lake. It just seemed like there was more activity down the lake than it was up. It's kind of like it's stunned the fish. They're kind of, I can say, confused, but they're still biting up there. I caught some fish up there, and I'm sure, you know, if you get up there and get on some fish, you can catch them too. So, let me get into that. Sorry, I hadn't had time to sit down and look at no pictures again. I've been just so tied up with work and the flood stuff. It's just crazy. So, let me show you the first half of this video, or the first half of the day. I'm up the lake in some stained water, and I still find some fish. Oh, and, you know, as far as tips and stuff, y'all, don't ever give up on a brush pile till you fish the whole brush pile. You know, this brush pile I was starting on probably 6, 7 foot, and it dropped down at about 10, 11 foot. They was on a deeper side, and I caught some pretty fish like that. So just work that whole brush pile until you know there's not none there. Now, I ain't gonna say to sit on it for an hour, but you know, you just fish around it. Just take your boat around it. So let's get on to that. Sorry about the pics. I got pics coming. I got some folks' pictures, okay? Okay. Throwing that same little plug as I was the other day. Little Rapala Aristo Rat. 6.5 foot all-star. With a little Bass Pro Shot reel. Anyway, so I'm sitting here fishing this point, starting on up. And this boat starts coming at me, and he don't stop. Can y'all see this guy back here behind me? He come flying up on this point and missed the whole point up. And then when he finally settles down, his boat's sitting on the point. Had to trim his motor up to get off the ground. So he decides to throw it behind him, then on the other side of the main part. Anyway, folks, when you get around other people, don't come flying in on people, man. Y'all sit down and walk this way, you know. Watch your depth finders, because like I say, he runs slap up on the ground. I hate it for him. It just blows my mind. Oh, the Crappies is biting a little bit after the hurricane. It's been a week after the hurricane. Uh-oh. Week after the hurricane, water went up crazy. Now it's dropped back down. So, been about a week, 2 weeks since I've been out. So we've been catching on. Good fish too, Crappie. Golly. Got dicking fish on. Dick little fish. We ain't gonna keep in. bit smallest one I've caught yet. Smallest guy I've caught yet. Look how thick, even that small one's just thick. Throw him back. There's another good one. See, look how thick these fish are, man. Look how thick them fish are. Good little fish. God. Save a couple for supper. There's another one. Little brush piles out in about 10 foot of water. He's thick too. We're gonna let this one go though. Well, we'll call him. I think that's 6 there. There's a good one. There's a good one. Good little fish there. Little brush pile. There's another one. He's a little smaller. Still thick though. Thick fish. We'll let him go. Little brush pile loaded with them. Loaded with them. Got him right at the top of the old mouth. Pretty little fish. Still a baby, we're gonna let him go too. Alright, so I got a little brush pile here on the end of the dock, but I'm losing Charles black and chartreuse. You know, the water's still a little stained. Using that black and chartreuse with a black head, 1/16. But that's Charles black and green, or black and chartreuse. Okay, what'd you think? You know, again, I was up in some stained water up there. Matter of fact, I even rode further up into that creek just to look and see, and the further I moved up in there, the less activity I seen, and I just didn't, of course, I didn't spend a whole lot of time. I kind of took off pretty quick like, so just experimenting more than anything. Again, wait for the second half, because when I go down the lake, I could catch some fish. I catch some pretty fish down the lake. Thank y'all. Subscribe to me, y'all. Subscribe to me. Share my stuff if you want to. And again, I can't begin to thank all of you as much as y'all do, as far as keep watching my stuff and interested. I get texts, emails, and comments and stuff on YouTube all the time. You know, and I just appreciate that so much. Also, I'm still working on some shirts. You know, I've had several people ask me about the PR Fishing shirts. They're coming. I promise you, they're coming. Okay, just bear with me. Just trying to get all that set up, because I've been so tied up with work and all the stuff down at the beach, and we still hadn't really got to the beach house to see what real damage is done. We've seen videos and pictures and stuff of the house, but just hadn't had time to really get down there yet. Thank y'all. Can't thank you enough. Stay tuned for that next one. It's coming. Crash.